What's going on, good people? I know y'all see that picture. Yeah, I'm back at it again. I was done. But see, when you get some text, some correspondence from a couple of friends that know that you blogging, and, they like, man, you got to speak on this, then that means I got to speak on it. That means it costs the attention of a few. So I had to look this up and see what's going on. And once again, it's just another example that approves what I'm saying about this guy. Horace Grant just came out and say, hey man, this dude is a liar. He's calling me a snitch. He turned around and snitched. Talked about that in another blog about being a hypocrite. So how he took advantage and used his leverage and his power to control the narrative of the documentary. Talked about that, how he used his power, his role, his influence, his position to influence and overpower others. All of this is going to come out. This is not the first time. This is the third blog. I guarantee you it's going to be 10. It's going to be as many as the documentary Last Dance series. It's going to be enough blogs for each one of those because people are going to start coming out talking about this guy. Rappers, boxers, runners, everybody. They're going to come out and speak on this guy. Their experiences with him. And not saying he's the worstest person, but I'm just saying, see, when it comes to black people, we got this notion. I understand we all from the hood and that, we want to attach ourselves to anything that look like success because in the hood, you didn't have many examples of success, probably but drug dealers and pimps. Single parent homes, mothers who probably was underemployed or alcoholics. So anything we seen as successful, we attached ourselves to. We went and bought Remy, went and bought Hennessy. Didn't know these people. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. Somebody told us it was popular. The rappers told us it was cool to drink it. So that's what we drank. We wore pellicos. Didn't know nothing about who it was because it seemed popular and we could wear $1,000 coat. We wanted to attach ourselves to make ourselves look good because we didn't feel good about ourselves. So when we looked good or we had some material, that made us feel like somebody. But we didn't feel like nothing inside. See, that's the culture of communities we come from. So walking down the street with a pair of Jordans made you feel better than your next door neighbor, even though both of y'all mothers is on welfare. You walking down the street with a pair of Jordans made you feel better than your next door neighbor, even though both of y'all lights are off. See, we don't want to disconnect. We don't want to disconnect from that dream. We want to hold on to that. That's why when you talk to black people today, they don't want to look in the mirror and see characteristics or character flaws in Michael Jordan or anybody. It's going to hurt them. If Hennessy come out tomorrow and say, I don't like black people, it's going to hurt them. Because they've been doing it for so long. So saying that to say, when I speak and say things about him, it's not personally. He's a good basketball player. He's a good athlete. But he's a human being. He's a man before anything. That's what y'all don't get. See, y'all let America brainwash y'all to make y'all feel like anybody who's in a higher position or a position of power is better than everybody. When it's not true. They only got there from the backs of the people. The people the one bought those basketball tickets. They the one came to the games. Wasn't a bunch of basketball players. Everything ain't about basketball. Normal people bought his shoes. People who don't play ball bought Jordans. Bought his jerseys. You don't have to play ball to have a basketball jersey on. So for people to think that he's an athlete, and why are we asking of an athlete? Why are we expecting him to do anything? Same reason that the public expect the teacher to be the parent when the parent ain't the parent. The kid could come to school and ask for a pencil. If everybody in the school was to just play their position and play their role, you wouldn't have a Michael Jordan if you didn't have a Dean Smith or a coach who put him under his wing and treat him like he was his fucking son. So y'all need to get that notion out of y'all head that because someone is in a profession or plays a certain role in society, that's what a buck stop. No, it don't. Because if that's the case, we would be nothing. Nobody would be able to help anybody. If that's the case, should nobody donate to anything? They should only donate to wherever's in their field. So if you got 20 billionaires who's in technology, and when they die, they leave 10 billion in technology, then that's what they should do. Instead of leave 10 billion to world hunger or to future viruses. Nobody will help nobody. People shouldn't even be donating. Oprah just donated $1 million to COVID-19. She's in entertainment. She's in show. Why she could have donated to build a new studio or something. Or help somebody with a talk show. She didn't have to do it for COVID-19, but she did it. That's what keeps the world going, people. What are we talking about? We have to wake up. We make people who they are. The people are, they not nobody without us. See, I don't understand that. People, see, we'll say he wasn't just an athlete when he was trying to convince us to eat Wheaties. He wasn't just an athlete when he was trying to convince us to wear cologne. Why was he just an athlete then? He convincing us to eat some damn Wheaties that didn't taste like shit, but we eating it because it's Michael Jordan. He convincing us that Wheaties taste good. He convincing us to wear Hanes drawers. Remember that? But he's a ball player. He don't have to speak on political. He don't have to do none of that. It's his money. He don't have to do none of that. He do what he want to do with his money. Right? See, only black people think like that. See, other cultures, they don't think like that when it comes to people of their culture who made it. They don't think like that. We the only ones think like that. Oh, man, they ain't got to do, because we was taught to be selfish towards each other. We was taught to be selfish. We was taught as soon as you make some money, you should be better than the next person. We just in a rat race. Soon as I make 6 figures, that's the first thing a black person want to say. And they don't want to help nobody else who under 6 figures because they want to be the only one making 6 figures. That's why we don't get nowhere. That's why we ain't got nothing. You the only motherfucker making 6 figures. And you know what? You got to go into the world and fend for yourself. Because it don't matter that you make 6 figures. They looking at your skin color. Don't nobody care but you. That's important to you. Other cultures been making 6 figures. Shit ain't nothing new. They already in the game. They invented the game. So you thinking you making 6 figures, you just arrived. So people got to understand what's going on. Steve Harvey, a comedian, but he got a mentorship program. You understand what I'm saying? Chance the Rapper, he's a rapper, but he was donated to CPS. We gotta understand what's really going on here. This is character we talking about. Character and profession and title is 2 different things, man. 2 different things. I always say this. The job didn't make them do something. If the job brought the worst out of them, that's who they was. It didn't bring the worst out of them. It was already in them. It just took them to get a job to do it. If somebody was a thief, they just didn't become a thief when they got the position. They always was a thief. They just got the opportunity to do it. If I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole. That's who I am. I don't have to become a great ball player to be an asshole. That's who I was anyway. This just gave me more leverage to be an asshole. We gotta wake up as people. As soon as you say something about somebody, y'all wanna point y'all nose up and like y'all don't like the person. I never say I ain't like him personally. He's a good ball player. I don't hate him. And that's the thing. As soon as you say something a black person don't like, they punch their nose up. Especially the women. You say something about Obama or Michael Jordan, y'all get in y'all emotions and want to run out the room. I don't understand that. Like, it's such a problem. Because somebody else have an opinion other than yours. Y'all gonna see more people like Horace Grant coming out talking. It's nothing new, man. There's other videos online. It's my opinion, man. Holla back. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Holla.